What's up, and welcome out to all the listeners.
Hey,
It's the Husband Podcast with Carson, and
Joe Woods.
welcome, guys. We're so glad that you
Hey.
decided to listen to our podcast. We're super excited.
Post Super Bowl edition.
Post Super Bowl, yeah.
Post Super Bowl edition. Shout out to the great city of Kansas.
Yeah, the Chiefs, man. I was rooting for the Chiefs, actually, because they're just so underdogs, and I live in this rural area, and everybody, for the most part, just kind of picks their different team. It's like, who's going to be a Titans fan in Tennessee? I love the Titans.
Yeah.
Joe's over there eyeballing. I don't know. Maybe
I like
he's
the
a
Titans,
fan.
man. I like the
I
Titans.
mean, yeah, I'll pull for them.
Yeah.
If they were in the Super Bowl,
Yeah, dude,
absolutely.
They would have shut down Nashville.
I would
dude.
maybe even buy a jersey.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's your
It's
hometown.
respect, dude. Yeah,
it's
it's
respect.
respect. It's
I
different.
respect
Yeah.
it. But at the same time, everybody in the rural area just kind of picks a team.
Yeah.
You know, these are my guys, but they're like halfway across the United
Yeah,
States.
how
It's
none
like,
do.
well, how do you have any relationship with
Did
them?
you see what
You
I-
never left Carroll County.
Did you see what the president tweeted?
No, dude, I did.
So-
I stayed away from Twitter. I
It
probably
was
should've gone
awesome. He tweeted. This is like a summary of his tweet, but it was basically like, shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl. And he said, the great state of Kansas is proud of you. And everyone was like, dude, Kansas City's in Missouri. And he just straight out did a shout out to the wrong state. Man said, the great state of Kansas. And we were like, no, he didn't say Kansas. It's Kansas City, Missouri.
Well,
We're going to let it slide. It's like,
you know, it's not the first questionable
yeah,
tweet.
you're right,
You know what I mean?
you're right.
At this point, it's like,
at this point, you're just like, okay.
Trump on Twitter again.
Yeah,
It's
man, on Twitter.
Just another day.
But here's the thing, dude, which I was thinking about this the other day. Trump is a 70-something-year-old man. Like,
Is he really? I thought he was in his 60s. So he's 70?
He's 70-something. Let's
You
find
got
out.
to be old to be the president. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think, what is the age? 35?
35.
But really, let's
but
be
no
honest.
one's 35.
But let's be honest. You're going to
Yeah.
be 65 plus. You're going to be retirement status. Why do we have people running this country that should be retired? That's a good question. We elect
Donald
them.
Trump
Let me
was-
tell you the answer. We do elect them.
Yeah, you elect him.
But,
Donald Trump was born in 1946.
dang.
He's 70.
Grandpa Trump.
Yeah, he's 73 years old.
Man. It's an old Trump right
Bro,
there.
Joe Biden's old, man.
You do. Everybody running's old. Like, and all the new blood, they don't get
Yeah,
any
they don't
skin in
want
the
no-
game. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, Joe Biden's like really old.
You
Let's
know,
see.
it's
Joe
it's-
Biden's 77 years old.
That's crazy, man.
Joe Biden's 77, and what's the other guy? What's the dude? Bernie.
Oh, Bernie.
Let's see. Bernie Sanders is, drumroll, 78. Bernie Sanders is only 1 year older than Joe Biden. Isn't that crazy?
It's just a race to see who can be the oldest and in office at this point. It's just crazy.
Bro, if I was almost 80, I'd be trying to sit down somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I really feel like that's why we don't have a lot of great options, because anybody who actually has, with all respect to everybody who's running, at the same time, everybody who's intellectual is like, I don't want to put myself through that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like,
so then we're stuck with these guys.
Yeah, dudes who, well, there's a lot of funding campaigns that are really, like, that's a really big portion of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like,
Money talks.
Having the relationships
Yeah.
that allow you to fund a campaign, that comes with age and time and equity.
Yeah, and the sad part is, looking at it, it looks like a Trump 2020.
Yeah, it's looking like Trump 2020, bro.
It might be like a Russia.
Yeah, Russia
thing where it's
2020,
like,
bro.
We got Vlad in here, and then we just kept him, but actually he kept himself.
Yeah.
You're going to see the laws change this year where a president can be the president
Dude.
for as long as they're alive.
Do you ever think about, like, so traditionally, if you have 2 years of one party, you have the next election is the opposite. So if it's like 2 years of a Democratic president, you don't have 2 years of another Democratic president. It's usually another conservative president. So I'm curious what's going to happen next time. But sometimes I think about, like, what would have happened if this president would have won instead, or this candidate would have won instead of this.
Yeah.
Like, what would it be like if Al Gore was the president?
Yeah, dude. Thinking at it from like an opportunity cost standpoint.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to go there sometimes. Man.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's crazy.
Yeah, the what ifs in life. Speaking of like what ifs, dude, I got a crazy story to tell.
Okay, I'm down.
I always try to save something interesting for this podcast for you guys, listeners, and Joe. Okay. I don't tell this to Joe either, so you're getting like raw reaction from Joe.
Like, I'll see Carson and I'll be like, "Dude, how was your day?" He'll be like, "Dude, it was crazy." I'm like, "Shh, let's talk about it.
Let's save it. Save it for you guys."
Okay, go.
But this, I mean, I'm hyping this story up. It's really nothing. It's been in the news. You may actually have already heard about it. But this guy, he's like a creative, artsy guy that like, he's basically just trying to get people's attention and kind of stir up some controversy. But this guy gets about 100 phones, right? Puts them all in a little red wagon, opens up Google Maps on each one of them, and just starts walking down the road. What do you think that does?
Wait a minute.
He gets 100 phones.
He opens Google Maps.
Opens Google Maps on all those phones and puts them in a red wagon all together and just starts walking them down the street.
It shows that there's traffic.
Yes. So, like, Google, like, you know, makes a red line and starts bypassing people. So, like, he turns this busy street into like no traffic because all these people GPS is saying, oh, there's bad traffic here.
Yeah, and it's detouring them around.
Yeah, it's detouring them around. So it thinks you can't even measure, you can't even quantify the impact that had on people.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So like if you think about what you could do with that, man.
I know. That's the hacks with Google
Maps. So he
Maps.
just basically emptied out a whole street.
Yeah. And he's just walking down the street.
Yeah.
And he did it intentionally, and I don't know too much about the full story. I saw some stuff online, and there's video too, so I assume he got some press involved, and he probably, you know, got somebody to record him walking. So I mean,
that's wild.
He was out there to make a statement. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like he was just some guy in a room hacking.
So are you one of those people that thinks like that is pro like technological like conspiracy theory?
I mean, I think that the inner workings of the web and all this big data, there's a lot more complexity to it. And it's just something that we can't even fully understand. And we rely on it too much. Just like the Google data, like in the roads, it's like we don't even second guess what data says. It's like, oh, Google says there's a lot of traffic. I'm going to go a different way. Yeah. But then you got old Joe Blow down the street and he said, hey, with 100 phones. Make a left up here, and it's down there on your right. Yeah. And there's some traffic, so take another right, and you'll miss it up. Be like, nah, man, I'm going to just go with the GPS. You know what I mean?
Somebody could have missed an hour's worth of traffic if they would have just kept going the way they were going. But instead,
they put their trust.
Think about how much traffic it created at that detour.
Exactly, like he made traffic jams somewhere else. You know, it's just interesting when you think about it all, and how much we trust the technology that we use every day.
Yeah,
like we Google something and take that as fact, although it may not be.
It's true.
It's just what somebody put on the internet.
It's true.
Although most of the time it's pretty reputable.
Imagine if you had a caravan full of people that all had iPhones.
Yeah, like the party bus.
Yeah, like a party bus.
But I mean, like even 99, that's pretty dense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To have it all.
It's a lot of people.
Place. But at the same time, that might help Google learn how to counteract an issue like that. I don't know how they would do it.
Maybe like how quickly. No, because you couldn't even do like how quickly the thing was moving or anything like that. Because if you're in traffic, you're moving slow.
Yeah, like, and he's walking, you know, so like it simulates really well what traffic would be like.
That's movement,
It's interesting, but nonetheless, it's like why and how did we get to this point where we trust it that much? It's kind of like my car. Yeah, like the car drives.
Dude, I don't trust your car, man.
Dude, I
don't trust your car, bro.
So I had a meeting in Nashville today. I went Memphis, Jackson, Nashville, and back, and I did like less than 10% of the driving. Yeah. So the car's doing over 90% of the drive. It was a little bit of rain today, and sometimes you get behind a big 18-wheeler, big mist storm going on, and it's like you need to take over. But other than that, I got over a lane, got around it. It just takes off again.
I don't like it, dude.
Man,
when we test drove. So guys, we test drove Carson's car He's got a Tesla. What model Tesla do you have?
It's just a standard Model 3. There's a few.
It's a Model 3.
Model 3, yeah.
So we drove his Model 3 Tesla on New Year's.
Yeah.
Down some back roads, and it is the trippiest experience. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know if I like it. It's just real weird. Like, it brakes for you. There's no console to like change. Like,
just a big old screen.
Yeah, it's just a screen. You get in it and you just select drive, and it's weird, and I don't like it. But it's cool. But it's just, like, maybe I just have trust issues, dude.
Yeah, but I'm saying you put a week in with that thing, and you start to trust it. I said I'm going to be very reserved, and I might use the autopilot, but it's not gonna. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to still be driving.
You were saying all that stuff coming from truck life.
And now, I mean, I'm not going to say I've been on my phone while autopilot's engaged.
Yeah.
But let's just say my mind is at ease when it probably shouldn't be.
Yeah, you're not actively.
When there's some guy out on the West Coast with a red wagon trying to mess my day up, run off the road.
Like, think about what other natural phenomenons could create like an issue.
Yeah, and like I've already experienced some things myself, and there's this issue that's been coming up in the news, and I really think it's more of a non-issue than an issue. But when it's Tesla, and all these people have to get Tesla because, man, the petroleum industry,
dude,
the oil, it's
the car dealerships.
Oh yeah, they're trying to keep it locked down. It's so, but it really is true. Tesla's so far ahead.
Yeah,
and it's gonna.
They're a unicorn in their market for sure.
Yeah, and everybody wants to throw a rocket at Tesla at this point in the car world, I should say. And there's been some reports of like the car speeding up. And I've had some issues where I mean, it never put me at risk of safety, but I remember one time I was going up like a deceleration ramp to get off at an exit, and it started speeding up. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Slow down. And I just, I swapped it over into manual mode, but I can totally see where,
How do you swap it over into manual mode? Just put your foot on the brake?
It's just the flick of a Prindle stick.
Really?
The flick of a stick.
Flick it. So if you
flick of the wrist.
So if it's automatic and you put your foot on the brake, what happens?
Yeah. So that'll disengage it as well.
Okay.
So brakes disengage.
It's like cruise control.
But I try not to use the brakes because the brakes, wear your pads out. I'd rather just turn it off and it naturally decelerates. But
so you turn it off and naturally decelerates, and then you turn it back on.
Yeah, I can turn it back on, dude. It is.
So you just don't brake.
I just don't brake. Mostly never, unless there's like an issue. There's no reason why you should brake in a Tesla though, unless there's a reason for you to slow down dramatically or some emergency. Like, I almost never use the brakes. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's a new way of driving, and then you get in a regular car and you're like, wait, this thing's sliding down the road. Like, I'm not driving, but it's going. I'm like, what?
Imagine what that's gonna do. So imagine if cars go to that, and then people learn how to drive on cars like that.
I don't think driving's going to be a thing anymore. I think 10, 15 years, if the government passes some fully autonomous car laws, I think a lot of America, you would get in some type of driving service where it just takes you where you need to go.
But like, imagine a like your little girl, was she 1? If 1?
Yeah, a little over. Yeah,
a little over 1.
Year and a half.
Like, she's gonna, by the time she is a teenager, she may not need to drive. Like, it'll be like what you're saying right now, where most
you don't learn how to drive, you get a lift.
or like most of the car is doing the work.
Yeah,
and you're learning how to navigate that. Like, what happens if she has to drive a real car? She's not gonna know how to drive it.
It's true. I mean, it's always good to learn how to drive. So I'm sure that it will never, because you got the whole. I don't know what they call themselves, but you got the car guru. What would it be called? It's like a car file. Would that be what it's called? I don't know.
A audiophile?
Audiophile. Audiophile is a little different.
That'd be somebody who loves
music. Maybe, I don't know. There's probably a word for it. But the people who love the old cars, they gotta burn their gas. They gotta go down the road. They gotta have the horsepower. They gotta have it loud. The Mustang. The Corvettes, all the fancy Bugatti. Is that a car or is that a song?
It's both.
The Bugatti. I don't know much about vehicles.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
A autofile. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I just threw that out there. An autofile. I mean, it makes sense. You got the audiophile. You got the pedophile. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got the.
Whoa. You got the. You know. If you're into it.
Think of some other files, man. Quick, 3 files.
The ones on my computer.
Yeah, pedophile, audio file, computer file.
Shoot, that's a tough one. I like the ones you hear every day, you know, like the audio file. Like I hear that a lot in my industry too. You know, your audio engineers and stuff. Yeah. But I don't know,
man.
But I promise, guys, this isn't like a holiday podcast. This is a husband podcast. Yeah. We will talk about husband things.
Yeah. Like Super Bowls.
But I mean, that's husband. But we'll also kind of, dang, this is a holiday too. But I mean, we've got, what we got coming up? Yeah, Valentine's Day. Up, bro. The season of love.
February 18th.
And it's so weird how Valentine's Day, for us personally, like how it's evolved. Like it used to be a thing where you have a Valentine in school, or if you're dating somebody, you know, you gotta, your sweet thing, you gotta get her things. Yeah. But then it's like,
you become an adult.
You get a fiance. Or you get married, it just starts to change. Yeah. And then the expectations also change. It's not like you can't just get her a little something. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. But my wife's cool.
Yeah.
Like she's chill. My wife is somebody who does not expect anything. But
your wife needs to hang with my wife.
Like she's like, I don't expect anything, but I want blank and blank. So it like I would never just
flowers, cars, and candy. Oh yeah, is that the blanks? Yeah. Flowers, cars, and candy.
Something like that.
I wanna surprise my wife and go somewhere.
Yeah.
But she's always booking out, and I should have already just said, hey babe, just block off this time. But I haven't, and now it's. I mean, I might be able to make something work, but
you should just find. Like get in her Google Calendar.
Yeah, and just start removing appointments for her. Text all our clients and be like, hey, I'm trying to do a thing for my wife.
I'm going to need you to reschedule.
I need you to reschedule. And just ask each one. No.
They all just call her like, hey.
Your husband trying to get my appointment moved, but I know it's going to be 6 months before you can get me in again. So
I'm not moving.
I'm not moving.
He's going to have to figure his life out. He should have called you.
He should have figured this out 6 months ago.
Your husband's not my issue.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. Actually, I can check. I should check.
You should check.
I don't even know where my phone is, though.
You need to. Carson's sitting in a beanbag chair right now. You know?
Hey, it's also great for acoustics. It also absorbs some sound. Hopefully, the podcast sounds better and better each time.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's the goal. Although, we don't know what we're doing here. Yeah. I'm trying.
Dude, can you hear baby girl crying?
Oh, yeah. Guys, I've moved our studio to an above the garage studio, so it's really a family podcast now.
Yeah,
although they're not in here.
We're husbands on the move, man.
Yeah, it's true,
dude. That's some grown husband type stuff, dude.
So let me learn from you, Joe.
Okay.
You tell me what you're planning on doing.
So,
but don't give it all away.
I'm not gonna give it all away because my wife's gonna listen.
Listening, yeah. But my wife just listened to the first episode last week.
Really?
Yeah, and she's like, "Y'all ain't talking about nothing." So it could be funny. It's funny sometimes, but I mean, I'm wasting my time. That's what she told me. But guys, it's not a waste of time if you don't think it's a waste of time.
Man, we're excited to be here. We love doing this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it like this. I like experiences. Like my wife is very we like to experience things together.
Go and do.
Yeah, so
no matter the cost.
So what we plan to do on Valentine's Day will be an experience, which will be cool. She's probably gonna listen to this, so I'm not like.
So an experience outside the house, at the house? Oh
yeah, outside the house.
Y'all got to go somewhere.
Yeah,
experience can't happen in the bedroom.
Yeah, that's a different experience. It's a good experience, but that's a different experience.
All right, well, just clarify. I mean, I'm just trying to take. I'm just over here taking notes. You know? Because I'm thinking the same. I want to go out. I want to do something. Yeah. Because for her, I think time is very important.
Yeah.
And that's what I should give her. It's just let's block out some time. Let's do some stuff.
Yeah. Especially like she's in baby world and like.
Yeah, it'd be great. Childcare. When you get children, maybe childcare would be a good thing to get.
Yeah.
For February 14th.
You got to plan that out, bro.
But at the same time, what about whoever's going to watch the child? They got a fiancé or something too?
Dude, here's the thing, dude. There's a lot of single people right now in the world. I meet people all the time, and they're just like, yeah, I've been single. I just can't find anybody. I think as the way that we have social interaction changes, I think that people are finding less substantial relationships.
Yeah, it's true. I was actually just listening to something. Oh, it was... Man, I keep plugging this YouTube channel, Joe, but it's okay. It's fantastic. It's called The Future. Chris Do. They do a lot of like creative graphic designer like content. I wanted to
make a pun really bad because you said his name was Chris Do.
Chris Do.
And I was gonna be like, oh, I need to listen to Chris Do. You get it? Like you need dough.
I need that dough.
Like you.
Yeah. Oh, need dough.
Yeah.
Oh.
You need it. Like
I get it now. I was going a different direction with it. I need that dough.
Yeah. Like you need that dough. No. Like you need it. Like.
I'm with you. Yeah. You work the dough.
Yeah. You work the dough.
You at the pizza place.
Yeah. Like you're making like croissants or something.
Yeah. But yeah, he was talking about how he was with a psychiatrist and they were talking about some like client conversations and kind of maybe what's going on inside the client's mind versus what's going on in your mind and expectation, blah, blah, blah. But that was one thing she talks about is people just don't get deep with stuff. And
people's relationships aren't deep.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more intentional with that. When I do small talk, it's like, don't be afraid to like go somewhere where you normally wouldn't with like sharing something because maybe that could help them in some way. If the conversation goes there. Sometimes people, you can tell, some people don't want to talk. They're just like, I don't want to do that.
They're like, hey Carson, how are you? Like, I hate myself.
The weather's nice.
You're like, whoa.
The weather's looking good today, eh? And it's like, I'm thinking of killing myself.
Yeah. Whoa, and you're like, whoa, let's talk about it.
I know, but I only got 2 minutes. But
hey man,
I'm just here to get a bag of ice.
Hey bro, let's talk about it.
I'm at the gas station right now.
Sometimes you got to talk about it, man.
It's true.
Get it out there. It's way better to get it out there than to hold on to it.
But yeah, I'm trying to embrace that more. I'm trying to be more intentional and, you know.
Because I'll meet single people and they'll be like, man, I wish I was married. And I'm like, one, marriage is super hard. Not in the way of like it's hard to be married.
It's worth it.
But it is hard.
But it's work.
It's hard.
It's something you work at.
You have to be vulnerable. You have to communicate when you don't want to communicate. You have to fight for a relationship. You know, you have to be intentional. You have to do all this stuff. Like,
especially when you're getting barked at and all you want to do is put your tail between your legs and just go in the corner. Like, can we talk about this later? Just like, I don't have that problem.
Some ladies yelling at you.
Yeah.
Dude, my biggest problem, like I had like communication was probably one of my biggest things of learning how to do. Like I would just want to leave. Like I would.
And you can't do that.
You can't do it. Like I just want to walk off.
Can't
like
do that.
Just want to not say anything, and it's super unhealthy. And I had to like deal with that.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
But because like when you're a dude, like if one of your buddies makes you mad, you just
walk off.
Yeah, you just like, dude,
like, bro, we'll talk later, bro.
Nah, man, I'm done with you.
Yeah, you're canceled.
Slams door. Boom. Like, and then you text him later, like, dude, you pissed me off. Like, you made me mad. And you're like, yeah, dude, you made me mad. And y'all talk about it.
And I feel like a lot of times when I'm talking with my wife through something, a lot of times we're talking so much about the symptoms. And like for me, especially, like I'm not vulnerable enough to get deep enough to really get
to the root of
it. We're talking about the things on the surface. You know, when we're not really getting deep and getting to the actual root, like you said, of the issue.
It's true, man. Like I was talking to a family member yesterday. We're talking about addiction. And we're just talking about another family member, and it was one of those things where I was explaining to her like addiction is not like the thing that happens that the person gets addicted to. Yeah, it's not the immediate issue. A lot of times it's the heart issue. Yeah, it's what's causing them to seek satisfaction and what is this addiction coping?
That's good, Joe.
We're talking about that, dude.
Dr. Joe, y'all.
Dude. It's real talk, man.
Like, it is real talk.
Like, and my wife is so cool and she's super patient with me, and so I love it, dude.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that when you get married, it makes Valentine's Day even cooler because you know, like you love your wife and you're like, man, like I want to do something great for her because she's
definitely.
Yeah, and dude, like, I know that people don't like to hear this, but like a wife and a girlfriend are totally different.
Oh yeah,
They're totally different.
And
bro.
if you're trying to treat your girlfriend like a wife, that's unhealthy.
Yeah, and you're not gonna like. You may feel like, oh, we're basically married. No, you're not married.
Yeah.
Until you're married, and you have that. Like, I think there's a certain level of just like responsibility and like ownership in somebody else's life that
seriously
requires something from you. Like, it's different, man. Like,
and just speaking to like maybe people who are living together, like you said, even then it's still different. Yeah, there's a commitment involved.
Yeah, there is a
marriage.
Yeah,
and when you're just shacking up with someone, it's just you don't even know if it's really going to work out, and that's why y'all haven't committed seriously prior to that. And at the end of the day, you could be wasting your time.
Yeah, you could be wasting your time, and then you're also you're intermingling something.
Yeah, that
your
should
life
be
to somebody that you don't know. Like when you get married, you're stating like your intentions to devote yourself to this person. And so,
the try and buy method really doesn't work. It's not.
For sure. I'm not about it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not my jam.
Yeah.
I
So if you're out there and you're listening and you haven't committed yet, commit.
Buy that girl a ring,
get
bro.
out.
Buy that girl a ring,
don't play.
or walk it out.
Hey, watch somebody probably listening with their lover, and it's like, hey, are you hearing this?
Hey man, whoever? She's looking at you crazy right now, dude.
She's looking at you real crazy.
It's your fault, bro. Step up, be a man.
Step up.
You need to marry her, bro.
Absolutely.
You need to marry her,
or not. It's you're holding her back from
her, dude,
Mr. Perfect.
Dude, you're dating somebody else's wife, bro.
Seriously.
You need to move out of the way. You're living with somebody else's wife,
and the same for you. It's like you're obviously she's not the one.
Yeah,
we just cut in real deep, dude, like with a sword or
hey, bro, it's real, dude. It's Valentine's Day, dude. Super Bowl.
Yeah, but maybe not do it on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, don't do it on Valentine's. Or
go ahead and get ahead of that ball.
Or just do it on Valentine's Day, man.
Sometimes it's like
just do what you got to do.
Why wait? Sooner's always better than later.
Better than later.
That's
man.
my new motto with everything. I text Joe that this week. We're talking about recording. I'm like, sooner's always better than later.
Dude, I'm that way. I'm that way about life, dude. I'm that way. Like, I don't like to wait.
Get it done.
I don't like to wait at all. I'm like, no, we can do it right now.
Yeah.
And my wife is super patient. She's super like she can think through a process. I'm like, well, let's do it now. She's like, well, we don't have to do that now.
We'll figure it out as we're doing it.
Yeah. She's like, no, we can think and we can plan this out. I'm like, but we can do it now. We can just be done with it.
Yeah.
She's like, but we could not. Like, I really want a dog. And she's like, well, we can. She's like, we could wait and get a dog. And I'm like, but we can get a dog right now.
Yeah. That's like me at the store. I do that one with my wife when we're like at Costco and we get in line. She sees, this Instapot.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we got an Instapot. It's fantastic.
Dude, do you have the Instapot?
Yeah, we cooked something tonight. I need to go eat.
I'm stoked about the Instapot, man, because it's basically so I want one. We've been looking at them.
Dude, you're a wings guy. You need an air fryer.
Dude,
you might want to start there.
We have the air fryer.
You got the air fryer. So now you need to complete the instant set.
Dude.
Because it's pretty
fantastic. It's basically just like a super strong crock pot.
Yeah.
It's like a crock pot that instead of waiting all day, you
because
can
of the pressure, right?
Yeah,
it's the pressure.
It's like a blend.
Instapot.
It's like a blend between a crock pot and a pressure cooker.
Yeah,
which people don't know about the pressure cooker, man. The pressure cooker is a slept-on appliance.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, and people be blowing their house up. So I've always steered clear. But the Instapot is that hybrid that gives me a little bit of a confidence in the kitchen.
It's pretty much just a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
And you can do some things with it, with like a pressure cooker and Instapot. Like you can make like brisket or something, like a roast.
Yeah.
And you get that long cooked, like that steeped tenderness. Yeah. But you don't have to wait all day. You can just cook it right now.
I'm game. I've enjoyed it so far.
But
Kara, she wanted to get it right then and there, and I'm like, babe, I could get that for you for Christmas, so that makes it easy. And I always say, oh, you know what? Why don't this is the thing I do. It's like, why don't we go home and research it and see all the prices first?
You see if we can find it
before we buy it. Yeah, see if we can find it cheaper before we impulse buy.
Yeah. I'm that way about spending like large sums of money.
She's kind of learned it too. She's like, no, you just say that. I'm like, but at the same time, do we really need it right now? And really, if we would have had it back then, I would have been happy. But at the same time, I'm glad that we waited.
Yeah, and that's just like a discipline
allocated
thing.
Christmas money on something that she wanted to. So I'm happy that it worked.
Dude, my wife does not like to spend money.
Yeah, well, that's good. Hey, your wife, my wife, they need to hang out. For real. We need to get them together more.
Dude, my wife doesn't like to spend money, and I don't like to and neither one of us are like flashy or like to blow money.
Yeah, yeah.
But there will be times where like she'll want something, and she'll be like, I don't know if I want to get it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and you as the husband's like, I'm a provider.
I'm like,
we're gonna ball out.
I'm like,
we're gonna get it.
I'm like,
either get it. Yeah.
I'm like, get it for you. You deserve this. And she's like, no. And I'm like, get it.
It's like, if you don't, I will.
And yeah, but like for her, I'm like that. But like I'm not like that. Like it's funny. It's funny how you can be one way for somebody else, and then
See, the issue with me and Kara, like spending wise, is I don't like to just get little things.
You like to get new computers.
Like new computers, like expensive gear.
Yeah, you like to go hard.
Anything with a price tag. Like, when I spend,
you like to go hard.
But Kara's more like, let me go to TJ Maxx
get
twice a week, and I'll just bring a little something home. Yeah. But to me, like how my mind is, like all these little things you don't need. Like a lot of the things I purchase have value that holds. And not that it's a good investment because you're not going to sell it for more.
That's true.
But I would always hope most purchases that I make, I can sell it for 60% of its face value out of the day of purchase.
Sure. So, especially if you got it on a good deal.
Yeah. But like shirts and things that go out of style and pillows.
Dude,
and
I don't think I'll ever
walls.
be like a trendy clothes person.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I want to be, dude, but I don't want to pay the. You know what I mean? I want to pay the price.
I'm gonna be really real with you when I say this. When I see when I meet another man that's really trendy, I think of them as weak.
Seriously?
Yeah. I don't. I know.
Hey, my style game been too good, so I'm feeling halfway all right now.
Yeah, Not like when I see somebody that's cool, but like when I see somebody that's like trying
like they got that drip going on,
like
as the kids say.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude.
Joe, you might need to break down drip for the
that
audience.
Drip, like that sauce, like
because I didn't know much about the drip.
It's like when you see somebody that's like
school,
dressed head to toe in like designers and like
they got the brands.
They wear styles that are very trendy. And like you can tell, like that's not going to be cool.
Yeah.
But like there are some people that just dress cool.
Yeah.
And I think there's a difference between dressing cool and being like
overly dripped.
Yeah. And when I meet people that are like that are just like just all about that life, I'm like, oh, like you come across as weak to me.
Yeah.
And I don't like to have.
You can tell like in their mind it's very consuming. To them.
I can tell like it looks like you're wearing a costume, and like I don't like weak men. Yeah. Like I don't like to have friends that are weak men, like that are child. Like I like to have like friends or like even like weak women. Like I don't like to have friends that are just weak, that like are just like they're just kind of like they want you to like them. They care about like. Yeah. I'm like, I just want you to be solid.
The exterior is really important.
Yeah, I don't like people that are just like, my.
They don't have those deep conversations with you.
Like I don't want, like you want to have good friends and like, it's almost like when you're looking at a business and you're like, you see, like if I was like an investor, and I was looking at all these different companies and they gave me all the different ROI and all the different the statements for all the companies and like this is our mission statement and this is what we believe in, and the really flashy ones would probably be off-putting for me, but like seeing something that's sustainable, seeing a company that's been in business for a while
for a hot minute.
And has a culture of excellence and has people that have been working there for a long time and like working there, that would make me want to invest in it, not oh, this new tech startup in Silicon Valley, they're doing blank, blank, and blank. I'd be like, oh.
Like Slice Line. Did you watch Silicon Valley?
No.
This show. So there's this one company. It's like basically what you're describing. They made this app, and they basically sold the pizza that the other pizza companies make. And what they would do is they would take the pizza from Domino's and put it in their box, and then send it to you. And all it was the app. Yeah, and they had all these guys. They'd go pick up the pizza and put it in the Slice Line box, and it was so stupid. And like they were losing money.
Yeah, I bet they were losing money.
But the idea was like supposed to be genius. It was supposed to be the next Uber or something. and and then the guy who's got this other tech company just doesn't like him, and at the end of the day he just starts spending money to make them lose money, because every time somebody bought a pizza they lost money, so he just bought all the pizza. That's awesome. Yeah, he had to bleed them dry.
That's funny. Awesome.
Dude, speaking of pizza,
what type of company has a model where the more sales they have, the more money they lose?
They were supposed to figure out how to make it profitable over time.
That's what you
Some VC gave them money and was like, if y'all can just figure out how to make it profitable, and like they hadn't quite figured it out yet, but they were hoping that the algorithm would help them find the most efficient routes and stuff to make it profitable. But
hold on.
Joe wants to break this down hardcore. So you should watch the show. It's hilarious.
I go to a restaurant, so is it just pizza?
It was just pizza.
So you go to a pizza place. So let's pretend like it's a better pizza place than Domino's. Let's say it's Marco's.
Yeah.
Memphis area pizza, really good. They have a pizza called the Pepperoni Magnifico. Side note.
Oh, dang.
It's really good.
I haven't had that. I do get a pep when I go, though, with extra cheese. I always ask for extra cheese.
Get the Pepperoni Magnifico.
I got to try that. It's just extra pepperoni or something?
It's 3 different types of pepperoni.
Okay.
And extra cheese.
Oh, wow. Come on.
Dude, the Pepperoni Magnifico.
That's it?
It's the move.
That's the one?
It's the move. So, say I get on the app and I want a pizza. I would get a Pepperoni Magnifico and it would come in their box. But what they did was they went to Marco's
and got the pizza and put it in their box. Yeah. It was the craziest. Craziest idea.
What incentive would I have to go with their company versus?
Because the convenience factor. It's their app. It's just a nice app basically.
Okay.
And it comes to you.
So is it but pizzas come to you?
Yeah, I know. It's basically, instead of wanting Domino's or wanting this or that, they'll get the pizza for you, and you just have the one app.
Oh, so it's all the pizza places in an area.
It's like a web browser for all your different
the pizza places.
All the pizza places, yeah, essentially. So it was a dumb idea, and it's totally a rip on some.
The more you're telling me this, the more I'm like, I don't like it. But I see.
Think of the DoorDash guy that comes picks up the pizza and puts it in a DoorDash bag. It's kind of the same thing.
I can see a college kid being like, having these apps and just whatever's open at the time, or whatever's got a special.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, let's find you a slice of pizza, slice line. That's what it was called. It was dumb, but
slice.
Dude, slice line.
Slice.
Country boy, I'm sorry.
Gotta go slice the pool.
So Costco has pizza, right?
Costco also has a rotisserie, bro.
They've got a write-up about their pizza.
Yeah, it's really good, dude.
It's a good pizza, and I didn't know much about it.
It's not just a good pizza, dude. It's a really good pizza.
You like their pizza?
It's a spectacular pizza.
I always thought it was like a frozen pizza. Man. It's not hand tossed, or maybe it is.
They do it.
But they have a machine that presses it perfect. Then they got a machine that sauces it exactly the same every time. And then the toppings are a certain ratio. Yeah. Like, it's the most calibrated pizza in the industry, perfect, according to them, because everything is so calibrated to the T. So it's going to be consistent. Every time you go, it's going to be the same for them.
You know how Costco keeps their produce and stuff really cheap?
Yeah.
So they only use ingredients from their facilities.
Yeah.
So like if it's a pizza like in the deli, like their pizza's super cheap because they use their tomatoes. There's like
it's their Kirkland brand everything.
Yeah, they use their cheese, their eggs, their dough, like all of their personal.
That's so awesome.
For everything on their menu.
I didn't know much about it, but I was just so interested because when I saw how consistent it was, because I've been a few times, I'm like, the pizza's always consistent.
Yeah,
you know what you're getting when you buy it. Because even at these like high end pizza places, you could go 3 times and have 3 different experiences. Yeah, because the sauce ratio could be off, the cheese ratio could be off.
And that's any restaurant.
It's true.
Especially like those like trendy restaurants.
But you go to Costco and pay $2, and you're gonna get the same thing every time, and it's fresh, dude. It's good, and it's fresh. Yeah,
it's fresh. It's hot.
It's interesting.
It's good stuff, man.
This podcast was sponsored by.
Brought to you by our friends at
not.
Costco.
It was not sponsored by Costco. We're just giving.
We wish it was sponsored by Costco.
Yeah, Costco, give us a call.
Shout out to
If
Costco.
you're getting business from us, give us a call.
Dude, Costco has a $5 rotisserie chicken.
I didn't even know about this. Dude. I don't go enough. I got a membership, and I only bought it to really see how the other half was living because I was at Sam's Club.
Dude, I was a Sam's Club guy too until I got married, man.
Until you got married, then you stepped your game up.
Dude, I did.
Because last February 14th, you got the car. I'm just kidding.
It's real talk, man. Like, so they have a $5 rotisserie chicken. And a regular rotisserie chicken, like at Kroger or something, small. It looks like a Cornish hen. It's like,
it's a little chicken.
It's about the size of 4 of my fists put together. A Costco rotisserie chicken
could eat like, 2 chickens.
Is like 6 of my fists. Like boom, 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 boom.
You think it's all that? What's that? What's the stuff that they put in the chickens to make them grow?
It's got to be like some growth hormone or something.
Some growth hormone chicken.
Some buff chicken, dude. They're giant. Chicken. They're huge.
I'll have to check it out.
They're huge.
I have to put that on the list,
bro. If you cook chicken, like use chicken for any recipe, buy a Costco rotisserie chicken,
dude. Sounds good. I like a chicken. And Kara does a rotisserie chicken. She gets one from Kroger all the time, which is like a local store if you're in this area.
What's it like? Publix
or something. Yeah, it's a smaller grocery store. Yeah, Winn-Dixie. Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
Oh,
dude.
wait.
Oh, bro.
Have you heard about the Piggly Wiggly thing that they're doing the delivery and they call it the? I've got to see the write-up for that. That was clever.
I love Piggly Wiggly, man.
Really?
Did y'all have a Piggly Wiggly back home?
We don't, but my mom is a big fan and has a Piggly Wiggly shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Piggly Wiggly. There was a Piggly Wiggly in Bolivar.
I've got to find this for you.
And there was a Piggly Wiggly in Memphis.
They named their Piggly Wiggly delivery something.
Piggly Wiggly delivery?
It's something funny.
Dude, there's a Piggly Wiggly in Olive Branch.
They got a name for it, and it's not shipped. I'm seeing all these ads. Piggly Wiggly grocery delivery straight to your doorstep. They've got a name for it though. I'm telling you, I saw something about it. My mom was telling me about it. I was like, no way.
I think you need to call your mom on the podcast and ask her.
Do y'all want to hear from mom?
Call mom. Put her on speaker. Do it.
Click and shop. I'm trying to find it.
Nah, bro. I think you gotta call mom.
We're gonna call mama, and then we're gonna wrap it up right here.
Okay.
I guess we can let my mom in the podcast tonight.
Yeah. What if she's like? What if she's like, Carson? Why are you calling me right now?
It's late, Carson.
Put it on speaker.
It's on speaker. I got it. Maybe y'all can hear.
Hello.
Hey, Mom. You're on the podcast right now. Say hey to everybody.
Hi.
We got all the way to the end of the podcast, and I wanted to tell everybody about the Piggly Wiggly slogan for their their delivery groceries. What is it called? What did you call it today? Or did you make that up, or was that really what they were calling it?
No, it was really on there. They said something like something about you pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
You go pick it up at his door.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. That's how you end it.
That's so good.
Thank you, Mom. I'll talk to you later. We're gonna end it right there.
Alrighty.
Pick it up. All right. Thank you. So you pick it up.
Well, guys, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Make sure you go pick it up. Make sure you go pick it up, the subscribe button.
This is so whack, dude.
We're on SoundCloud.
This is awesome.
Husbandpodcast.com.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Hey, Carson, pick it up.
Just
man.
pick it up.
Pick it up. Hey, if you're gonna litter, don't litter.
Pick it
up.
If you got a girl,
pick it up.
You better pick it up.
You better pick it up.
Valentine's Day's coming.
Hey man, you better go. You better go find a ring. Gotta go pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
You might can get it at Piggly Wiggly.
Get you a Piggly Wiggly.
It's kind of like the Walmart. You know, you can get anything at Walmart.com now.
Dude, they sell wedding rings.
They
at Walmart,
sell everything.
Man.
You just go pick it up.
Dude, just go pick it up, man. That's awesome.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Catch you in the next episode.